Hello, I'm Roadkill, the Demon Rabbit, and I watched a movie so you didn't have to. Really, I'm just doing this more as a form of punishment for myself because, I'm in hell, and, even though I am a successful incubus, licensed, mind you, I still have to do a bit of punishment for myself, so I chose this, and boy, that was a huge mistake. Huge mistake. It was really bad. So anyways, the movie that I am going to be reviewing for you guys is called Arthur Malediction, or if you were French, you'd probably call it Arthur Malediction. I'm sorry if I offended anybody who was French. I'm so sorry. Really. I'm actually sorry. And you're probably wondering, what is this movie? Why is there a movie called Arthur Malediction? What is this movie about? Well, it's the horror movie version of Arthur and the Invisibles, or Arthur and the Minimoys, if you're from Europe. So apparently this is the horror movie version of that. Yeah. And you'd be like, hey, why would they make a horror movie version, and who would do this sort of thing? Well, none other than the director, writer, producer of the original Arthur trilogy. Yes, there are more to this. Luc Besson, who produced this movie. I mean, he didn't direct it, but he did produce this movie. So, yeah. Anyways, so basically, I'm just gonna run down the synopsis for you. I do not recommend you watch the movie if you don't want to feel like you have just been through a blender and feel like you've been cursed forever. Okay, so basically, movie is about an 18-year-old teenager who basically celebrates his birthday. His friends take him out to the location of where they shot the live-action bits of Arthur and the Minimoys, and horror shit happens. Yeah, I mean, realistically, that's basically what happens throughout the movie. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, the actual idea of a horror movie taking place on a filming location that happened. I mean, look online, look on YouTube, and the idea can work. I mean, think about it. It can work. Like, imagine if a group of people decided to go down to the filming location of where they filmed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, that could actually work. Like, you can actually make that. You can even make that into an actual Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but be like, hey, this actually happened. Like the filming location, they didn't just use actors; they actually used real cannibals. Like, that's a pretty cool idea right there. Or, I don't know, Evil Dead. Like, you can actually use you can actually find the location and use that as a thing. Though the cabin no longer exists, but something scary could be done there. But no, this movie is just really bad. It's really badly done. I mean, it's about these group of kids, like these teenagers, who are completely badly dubbed and are really stupid. Like, I'll give you a little like bit here, like, of what happens in the movie. Like, they go up to this area where they see this, like, a bit of a creepy place, and one of the friends basically is like going over to see something, and they see a pair of feet, like human feet, hanging on a clothesline. They go to their friends and like, hey, I saw this feet. I saw these human feet hanging on these clotheslines, and they just brush it off like it's nothing. Like it was just last month's meatloaf or something. Like, it really does. Like, these characters are really, really dumb. And also the fact that they're going over to this location, this filming location for this kids movie. These kids movies does not make it horrifying. It just makes me go, why? You know, like, why would you do this? I mean, it makes sense to go to the filming location because, you know, it's probably still there, you know, like the house would be there, you know. But then there's also a lot of jarring moments. Like, for example, the props that were in the actual movies are still there. Like, the actual props that are in the movie, like in the original trilogy, are still there in the house. Like, you're telling me that all the, like, the producers, the directors, the writers, the fucking handlers of the fucking props didn't think to maybe pick up their own shit and take it home or take it to some warehouse somewhere? Like, what? Like, it's really. Also, there is one moment in the movie where these two idiots, these two blonde dum-dums, basically go and they bump into their friend. Like their friend actually was there way before they came in there. So they're like, see their friend hanging upside down, bleeding to death, and they're like trying to bring him down. And one of the blonde stupid ones basically steps onto a bear trap, and immediately you're just like, why didn't you see the bear trap? It's right there. I know you're struggling. You're only looking up, but come on. Like, and then they drop the guy, and they don't feel any remorse for losing their best friend. So it's like, what the fuck? You know, it really gets on my nerves that these are the characters that I'm gonna feel bad for. In fact, I don't even feel bad for them. They get taken off so easily. Like, there's literally the end scene. The end scene, I'm spoiling it. I don't care. Maybe you don't care, but the end scene is that the last remaining group of the teens are basically captured. And it turns out that a whole bunch of teenagers from the local town are LARPing, and they're trying to make the main character, like, they go to the house, they LARP, and they kill each other, stab each other. That's how usual teenagers do, right? And I mean, like, these kids, they basically try to make one of the main characters turn into a mini moy. Oh my god! Like, seriously, it's really, really bad. Like, and then they get free, they get cut free, they're like tied up, and then they get cut free. And then one of them basically starts like, hey, I'm gonna do this. And then they see a whole bunch of these other people coming at them, and they get stabbed. Like, do you see the emotional effect that this movie has on me? This shit sucks. And then, like, they leave with the police, and then one of the main characters sees a person up in the window, and they do not go to the police and say, hey, there's somebody up there, maybe be careful when you go snooping around in there. This movie sucks. That's basically what I'm trying to say. This movie sucks, and my punishment should be over. I'm Roadkill. I'm Roadkill, the Demon Rabbit, and I watched this movie so you guys don't have to. But then again, someone out there is going to watch it, so these will fall on deaf ears, and you'll probably be just like me, annoyed and dumbfounded. And also, fuck you, Luc Besson!